I'll be remembered, but will you? Bill McDonald's the baddest that I would turn to. CEO with the shit that's a dope motherfucker. He'll always win, there's no going under. The top of the crown resting on his head. The beast is alive, he'll never be dead. If he dreamt before, bring it back to life. Push harder for it, let us survive. Show courage and strength, it's okay to be scared, but don't let it stop you, always stay prepared. Bill showing school, they're just not beginning. Winners fucking win, losers talk about winning.
Welcome to the Bearded Beast Show. My name is Bill, and I am the Bearded Beast. Right into the message this week. I finally figured out something that has puzzled me for nearly 40 years. Yeah, I'm old. I get it. But I have had this same dream every 2 or 3 months, and I never understood what it meant to me until now. So picture this. In my dream, I'm about 7 years old, and I'm in my parents' backyard, which is the house I grew up at. And to help you better understand the dream, let me explain the layout of the backyard. Single-level ranch home with a deck on the back. And if you're standing on the deck facing the backyard, the yard would look like a square. Another home to the left, a home directly behind, and a home to the right. Yard in length, probably 50 yards. In width, maybe 20 yards. So in the dream, I'm standing in the far left corner of the yard by myself, doing something on the ground. And out of nowhere, I hear this noise of a dirt bike. And that dirt bike is coming directly at me. My only option is to run as fast as I can and make like a zigzag pattern or movement to get to the back deck where I would be safe. If I don't make it to the deck, you know what's happening. I'm getting run over. We all know I'm at a much different point in my life than I was even 6 months ago. And here is what I finally figured out about this dream and what it means to me. One of the things that I think most people mess up at, and one of the major things that I believe causes most people to fail and not become as successful as the Bearded Beast, is this. To become successful in anything in life, you have to make the fucking decision to move. This is one of the major differences between what successful people do and then what most people do. Most people struggle with making decisions. They go back and forth between what decision to make, and they can't lead themselves to go one way or another. And in the end, they make no decision at all. They get swallowed up by their environment and everything around them. And if that's what I did in my dream, if I stood there going back and forth about what decision to make, I would have gotten run over. I would have gotten swallowed up by my environment. And in reality, that is no different than how life works. In life and in my dream, I had to make the decision to move. And I had to make the decision to run, and run in a pattern that would make it hard for the dirt bike to catch me. And I had to adapt my pattern of moving and running based on how close the dirt bike was getting to me. And in life, it's the same fucking way. You make a decision to move, and then when shit jumps out at you, you have to adapt. You have to make other little decisions or adjustments and just keep moving. In my dream, like I said, if I stood there and was like, holy shit, this dirt bike is coming right for me, and I didn't make a decision, I'd be dead. And in life, that is exactly how it works. you spend all your time trying to think of the perfect response, the perfect scenario, and you try to do the perfect thing, and you never move. When in reality, no one is that good. I'm not that good. Other people are not that good. Andy isn't that good. Ed isn't that good. But the difference between these guys and other people, guys like Ed and Andy, they do shit. They keep moving. They say, I'm going to do this and this, and they just don't let themselves get into a situation where they stop. They are decisive. Do they always make the best decision? Maybe not. But guys like them, people like the bearded beast, we have the ability to adapt and overcome. And when you learn how to adapt, you learn new shit. So listen to what I'm telling you. Stop trying to make the right decision and stop trying to be so certain it's the right decision. And just start making fucking decisions. And start moving. Because the people who get swallowed up by life, swallowed up by mediocrity, the people who never achieve anything in their entire life are the people who never decide to move. You know why they can't move? Because they're too fucking busy thinking, what if I do this and that happens? And what if I do that and this happens? What if I do something and this and that happens? And they what if themselves out of every possible opportunity to move. And then guess what else happens? The shit that they were afraid of happening happens by default anyway. Because the world is constantly moving. Everyone else is moving and progressing. We are changing. We are adapting. And if you don't decide to do the same, then you get left behind by default. That's why there is a lot of truth to the saying that success is not a destination, it's a journey. As long as you're moving and making a decision, even if it's not the right one, but as long as you progress, as long as you move forward, as you get more years under your belt, you will get to a situation where you learn. Because in the past, you have made wrong decisions. You will understand how to make better ones. While you might not make the right decision in the beginning, as you continue to make wrong decisions, you will learn how to make better decisions. When you're 10 to 15 years in, you're going to make good decisions because the bad decisions will be out of your system. You can look at a million different scenarios about how this works. You don't have to correlate it to my dream like I do. Think about some of the fun games we played as a kid. Dodgeball. You have to move. Tag. You have to move. Any sport. You have to move. You have to understand that moving is always better than standing still. Being able to make a decision quickly is one of the defining characteristics of a great leader or CEO. But Beast, I'm not a CEO. Maybe not of a business. But listen to me right now and you better fucking understand this. You are the CEO of your life. You have to move. You have to learn to adapt. You have to observe what is happening. And you have to be able to do that quickly so you don't get paralyzed or run over by a fucking dirt bike or whatever else is happening around you. Listen, nobody makes the right decisions in business. Nobody has the perfect plan. You can make a plan, but you shouldn't spend so much time planning that it keeps you from moving. And believe it or not, that's what most people do. Most people say, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I'm going to learn this. I have to read this book. I have to buy this guru's bullshit. And guess what ends up happening? You never do shit because you already put too many roadblocks in front of you to even get to the point of doing it. And the reason for this is because you're afraid of doing it. Let me give you some advice. Why don't you go out and find someone that's doing it already and talk to them? What if I was afraid to open a Krav Maga school or start a podcast? What if I just kept making excuses and putting one roadblock in front of me after another? If your idea of success is finding every excuse for the reason you can't be successful, then you probably don't deserve anything more than what you have right now. Let's get away from the fucking concept that the school system taught us our whole life. You have to learn before you do. You have to become qualified. You have to get this certification. Fuck that bullshit. Here's how it works. Go out there and do shit. Keep fucking moving. Every time you go out and do shit, you're going to learn. Go out and do some more shit, you'll learn again. Do some more shit for a third time, you'll learn more shit. By the time you've done it 10,000 fucking times, you'll be an expert. Go out, talk to fucking people that are doing it already. Go talk to business owners. Go talk to successful entrepreneurs. Learn from them, but get out and do shit. Then learn. Remember my dream. As long as you keep moving, as long as you're decisive, as long as you make decisions and then adapt as you go, then you're on the right track. It's when you stand still that you're gonna get fucking killed.
I'll be remembered, what will you? Bill McDonald's the baddest that I would turn to. CEO with the shit that's a dope motherfucker. He'll always win, there's no going under. The top of the crown resting on his head. The beast is alive, he'll never be dead. If you tried before, bring it back to life. Push harder for it, let us survive. Show courage and strength, it's okay to be scared, but don't let it stop you, always stay prepared. Bill Showman School, they're just not beginning. Winners fucking win, losers talk about winning.